it's not, sometimes it can be a shoulder to cry on. Sometimes it can be somebody to just nut things out with. It might be they're considering taking a flight, for example. And so they'll, they might have to, we're a bit having trouble. What do you think? Should you take that? And obviously we would never give financial advice. We'll always say to speak with their accountants. But we can see the day-to-day, and that's where it comes back to things like having a look at where they're spending money, having a look at their P&L with them, sitting down and saying, my money here, do we need to be spending that much there? Maybe if we did this, you could do that. And just give them some ideas and go through things with them and explain to them. I'll have clients who ring and say, can you run me a report that shows me this and this? Yeah, no problems. You get that report together for me. It'll be just something random out of and blue. But it might be something that they need to look at to make a decision on what's going to happen within their business. And especially with things like each year, most businesses don't think about things like superannuation. Superannuation has been going up 5% every year. Next year is the last year. It's set 4% next year. But a lot of companies didn't take that into consideration. So they're the things we're telling them 6-7 months out from the end of the year. So, hey, don't forget that the wages bill's going to increase here. It's just those little things that can make things easier and make them, your clients appreciate that you've given them something that's going to make their business happy. Rewarding is, I really enjoy. I love it. I've met fantastic people along the way. We've worked with some really great companies. Some, unfortunately, haven't been able to continue, and it's really sad that that happens. But all I know is that we've done the best we possibly can to continue these businesses. And as I said, we've had businesses that we didn't think were ever going to make it, and we've been able to work with them and bring them up and the depths where they thought we're done. I've had clients that things done to them by outside sources that are just horrendous. And we've come in and done a complete investigation, been able to audit everything for find out where the issues been and being able to find it. Everything's not just day-to-day doldrums, data entry things. We'll have to bring everything back and make sure that everything is back where it should be. I club a lot from the girls about my reconciliations, but I like to see that if you've got a liability and you're paying down that liability, I want to see that happening. I want to see everything with all ducks in a row so that when you present your books to your accountant at the end of the financial year, the accountant can just, it's not going to cost you $1 million for the accountant to do the work for you because we've already done it for you. There's not lots of changes that need to be made or anything like that. So it's a matter of if we do everything correctly throughout the year, your books will be handed over to your accountant at the end of the financial year to do your taxes without any major stresses. And look, nobody's perfect. We all have things that have to be changed or adjusted or whatever. But if you're keeping an eye on things on a month-to-month basis, there shouldn't be any major adjustments. And that's probably one thing that we do find is that people other people's working for, and when we go in and we what's happening here, and we just find that the checks and balances just aren't there. And that's probably something we really pride ourselves on, is that we double check and make sure everything that we're doing is correct, and that at the end of the day, checks and balances are there.